everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to talk about game collecting here in Australia and what I've picked up so far in 2023. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm asked a couple of questions often, and one of which is, am I going back to Japan? And yes, I will be, everybody. We can now travel back over there. I'm really excited to go and look at all the retro video games. You guys know I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And hopefully we get back there very, very soon. The second one is, where are the game hunting videos? And I have to say, everybody, game hunting here in Australia is almost officially dead. I go out still a few times a week, but there's nothing worth sharing or recording. The only good find I've picked up lately was the Toto collection on the PS2 Volume 1 and 2 for $1 each, and they were like new condition. They were definitely the best finds I've found, but everything else I've picked up lately has been new gen stuff. So it's been PS5, God of War Ragnarok. I loved that game, by the way, but I haven't really picked up anything here in Australia. And the third thing I'm asked is, what am I collecting for? The room is pretty full, as you guys can see, and from other videos, and if you are on Instagram, definitely follow me there at @OneUpEmily. So the room is full. I don't collect a lot anymore. I do want to finish certain things, like get 100 Sega Master System games, more boxed NES games, and I love the Super Nintendo. So when I get back to Japan, I'm going to obviously go crazy probably on Super Famicom games, and I love my Game Boys too. So generally I haven't been buying a lot because retro video games here in Australia are really expensive. So what have I bought in 2023? This is sort of like a tip for you guys. I believe buy what you are passionate about. So what I'm going to share with you guys is are items that I picked up when I was in New York and traveling around, and Las Vegas. And these things are items that are going to be near and dear to me, not only because I purchased them when I was on holidays and traveling, and I just love, you know, picking up something from another country, but they're items that go into collections that I have collections of, and I really, really am passionate about that. So none of which of these games, I think, and the items that I'm going to show you are overly expensive, but they are going to go into collections of collections. So let's get into them. Now, in one of my recent videos, we checked out Retro City Games in Las Vegas, and they had a great amount of stuff in their stores, and they actually have 2 locations. We only went to the one. We had a lot of fun walking around their store, everybody. So much fun. And we ended up picking up a few things while we were there. Now, I wanted to cover those in the video because they're items that are collections within collections. So first off, we ended up picking up Command & Conquer Red Alert. This is the soundtrack for that, and this is Retro Gamer Guys, and yeah, he is a huge soundtrack collector, both on CD and vinyl. So this was $10, and again, it's something that we will obviously keep forever and love. The other things that I picked up happen to be games that we don't have this release here in Australia. If we do, please let me know. But these are cardboard slips of the game. Now, I talked to the guy behind the counter, and he said that he thought they were games released inside the PS3 consoles at the time. Now, here in Australia, you could buy your PS3 and then obviously add on games at Target or Kmart, wherever you're picking it up from, and they would sort of bundle them up. So I think it was like a couple of games with your PS3, but they weren't packaged like this here in Australia. They're you know, your normal plastic cases. Whoops. So I was really interested in these when I walked up to the cabinet, and one of which is The Last of Us, which is really, really cool. And then there is a sealed version of Drake's Fortune, and they both have not for resale. The Last of Us is on the front, and Uncharted is on the back. Definitely 2 really cool things to have added to the collection, and collections within collections. So I really, really love these 2. So they were $10 each. Also, when we were there, you guys know I am a huge fan of Super Mario Brothers 2, Yoshi's Island. This is one of my favorite games ever to be released. Now, this did not have a price tag on it. I think they did it 20 or something like that, or $30 on it. The artwork is incredible. It's in really nice shape for a vintage book, and I absolutely love it, and I'm able to add this to that collection. I'm going to pop it up with my big box SNES pack. Really cool, and yeah, just something you don't see every day. It's very neat. Also in that same store, you will have seen, and a lot of people messaged me on Instagram about this. So this is a Sonic the Hedgehog Tiger watch. It is beautiful in this blister pack, brand new. It's just got a couple of little bits broken off at the top, and there's also a broken off bit at the bottom there. Love it. I won't open this. I was very tempted to, I won't lie, but I love collecting for Sonic the Hedgehog, and this is, I do not have, this is my very first one of these watches, and they're just iconic to the era. Now I will try and buy one so I can rock it and wear it, but yeah, this is absolutely beautiful piece. So it had $100 on it. I think overall, when we were walking out, I think we paid for all of it. They did a discount for me of about 140 or 130 US for the watch, the book, these two slipcase ones, and the soundtrack. So I feel like they did an amazing job, and these are all really cool pieces that I enjoy collecting. And yeah, I just can't speak more highly of Retro City Games in Las Vegas. So link in the description of this video for their store. Definitely check them out and follow them on Instagram. When in New York City, they actually have a book off, and as you guys know, we haven't been back to Japan, and so if there's a book off somewhere, I'm gonna go and check it out. Now, the pricing there was pretty hefty. They had a lot, but they were very expensive, and I wasn't gonna part with some, you know, a lot of money for, you know, Japanese boxed games. They just had silly prices on them. I shared that on Instagram actually, so if you would like to follow me, go to Instagram, OneUpEmily, and give us a follow. But what I did end up picking up, again, is another Uncharted, but I picked up The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. I got this for $6, which isn't a bad price. I'm looking forward to playing that because I haven't played it, and I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead. But Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Now, this was another $6 game. The reason why I picked this one up is it has not for resale on the back and not for resale on the front, plus not for resale on the disc. So I thought that was really cool. And again, I have a lot of different versions of the Uncharted games, some sealed, some from Japan. Now I have the North American one, I have Australian ones, I've got the slipcase version. So yeah, these are not expensive games, everybody, but they do bring me joy from collecting. I really like the Uncharted games, and the collection just seems to be growing. So that's what I picked up from Book Off. Then when we went to Video Games New York, they had a number of different games. They were just like floor to ceiling of amazing items, new and old. I absolutely loved visiting their store. So we ended up, they gave us a care package of PS4 and PS5 games, which was really kind of them. And we also spotted this original sealed copy of Short Circuit on UMD. Now, these are region locked. We're not going to open it anyway, obviously it's sealed, but Short Circuit is a great movie, and it was $5, and yeah, being new and sealed is really cool. So we wanted to pick that one up as well. So lastly, one of the other stores that we visited, and that video is live, I'm going to link in the description and in the card above, is for Digital Press Video Games. They are in New Jersey, and I ended up picking up another cool collector's piece from me. It's Uncharted 2. It is a sealed version of the game as well, and I don't actually have this North American one, so I'm really excited. I probably have about 3 or 4 copies of this game now, and yeah, my Japanese one I think is sealed, and now this one as well. So I definitely enjoy collecting for this, and probably one of my biggest tips is collect for something that you love. Well, game hunting probably won't be up on the channel too much. You can go and check out all of the places we visited in New York City and Las Vegas on our recent trip in January. And we would love to share more in Australia. Maybe if there's a retro market or something like that in the future, we will. We definitely, though, will share our game hunting when we head back to Japan. But the biggest thing for me collecting in 2023 is obviously going to be some sealed games for items that I like. I'd also like to obviously add more Sega Master System, NES, and Super Nintendo games to the collection. There are some PS3 titles that elude me sometimes that I'd like to get some more PS3 games while they're still cheap. So a few tips in there. If you have extra time, don't be discouraged that you haven't found anything for a while. I still found $1 games the other day that were in like new condition. So they are out there. Just spend extra 5 minutes when you're on your way somewhere, and then go and have a quick look at, you know, secondhand stores and stuff like that. My other tip for collecting for myself that I'm going to do this year is just stick to a budget. I tend to go out only with about $50, and I try to never go over it, with the exception of holiday buys. And I also think it's really important to collect for what you like collecting. Yeah, I might have a few copies of Uncharted here, and obviously a lot of Last of Us, and probably a few different versions of Crash Bandicoot as well. But I definitely think collect what you're passionate about and what games you really enjoy playing. So that's obviously one thing that I definitely will be doing for myself this year. But other than that, we've been investing a lot of time into the games room. So we've been redoing all the lighting. We're going to hopefully have an updated tour for you guys so you can see what we've been working on and what we've been collecting. Last year we added a few kiosks to the room. We'd love to share that with you guys. But yeah, it's great to be back in front of the camera, and thank you very much for watching this video. And if you would like to see daily updates from me, you can check out my Instagram and Twitter. The links are in the description. And I definitely am going to be back on YouTube making a lot more content very, very soon in front of the camera. But take care, everybody. I hope you're all well, and until next time, I'll talk to you later.